Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm back, Chris McMahon here, local real estate agent right here in the capital region, and coming to you with September 2021 market report. And as always, information coming straight off our local MLS right here in the capital region in upstate New York. So let's get right into it here. And first, we're going to talk about Saratoga Springs. In Saratoga Springs, the median sales price was $567,000 for September, which is up considerably from the month before that in August, which was 505 in August. And number of days on the market jumped as well to 37. That's up from 21. But the number of listings has gone down to 34, which is down from 52. And the number of solds total for the month of September in Saratoga was 64. Clifton Park, let's head a little bit down south to our neighbors down there. We're going to talk a little bit Clifton Park here, where their average or their median sales price was $355,000. Again, up $30K from the previous month. Days on the market, a sharp decline down there from Saratoga, at least. It's 8 days was the average days on the market, so they weren't sticking around long there in September. And the number of listings was 15, and the number of solds 52, which is roughly about the same. I think last month it was 59, so it's down slightly in Clifton Park. But and a little bit further south, down to the capital, where Albany, where the median sales price is $225 for the month of September, which is roughly about what it was for August as well. The number of listings is at 16, and the number of days on the market is 16, which seems to be down a little bit. I think it was 20 the month before that, but roughly the same. Number of listings are 60. Down slightly from 71, and the number of solds was 74, which was down about 10, 12 from the month before that. So, Boston Spa, right next door to Saratoga, we got Boston Spa. And the median sales price is $301,000 there for the median sales price for the month of September. Down again. It's also down there for about $30,000 lower at that time. The number of days on the market is up from the previous month, from 9 up to 13. The number of listings is 16. And the number sold is 29, which is exactly the same as the month of August, which is going to be true for our next spot too as well, because we're moving on to Glens Falls and Queensbury. And they also, number of solds are 44, which again was exactly the same as it was the month before that. But the median sales price jumped 37,000 from 235 to 272. Thousand for that month of September. And the days on the market also jumped up almost 2 weeks, 13 days to 32 days, which was up from 19. And the number of listings down a decent amount, actually, about a third, down to 21 listings from 36. So that's the wrap up for the Glens Falls Queensbury. Now, I had a request this week or this month. Some of our followers wanted to hear a little bit of information from the Malta and the Wilton area. So I dove into that a little bit. Let's touch on bases on this. We're going to go to Malta first, which is just south of Saratoga. Kind of part of that is incorporated in the Boston Spa School District. So we cover a little bit of that with the Boston Spa, but the Malta area here, the median sales price was $380,000, which was up from the previous month at which was $355. So what does that put up? About $25,000 up from the previous month. Days on the market, roughly the same for the last 2 months. It's 35. I think before that it was about 32. So it's roughly the same for the month before that. And the number of listings was 12 for the month of September, which is down from 23. Now, Wilton was the request, and I put in Wilton, and it came up with a goose egg. Nothing came up for Wilton. I was like, what? What are we going to do about this? So we looked into it a little bit, and what I did is I just expanded the region a little bit, and I incorporated the whole town of Gansford, which has got a couple different areas. Northumberland, Wilton is definitely part of that, but it covers 3 different school districts, which is important to know. You got Saratoga School District, you got South Glens Falls, and you got Schuylerville. All thrown in there, touches base on all 3 of those. But when I put that number in there, we came in with a median sales price of $332,000 for that. Days on the market were 23, and the number of solds for that month, for the month of September, was 14. So we'll take a look at some of these down the road and see how the changes are down the road as we keep moving on. But looking at that, I mean, the number of solds, with the exception of Saratoga Springs, which was up about a dozen, the rest of them were either exactly the same on par or down. So it looks like that is sort of slipping a little bit as far as that goes. Listings also, um, pretty much, I think for all of them were down. So the number of listings are down for the month of September, as well as the number of solds, and most, with the exception of Saratoga, for the number of solds. Days on the market, it's kind of some are up, some are down. And they're all, roughly in the same area there as well. And same with prices. There's some significant jump up. Again, Saratoga was up, Clifton Park was up, but Albany, Boston Spa, they were down as well, and Glens Falls, I believe, was up too, a pretty decent chunk there. So, market recap for the month of September. And again, if there's an area on here that I didn't cover that you'd like me to cover and you want to hear about, feel free to reach out, get a hold of me. I'll make your own personal video and send it to you if you like. Or, if it's something that people want to see, I can include it right here in my monthly recaps here. So any other questions, anything to do with real estate, I love to talk about it. So feel free to reach out, get a hold of me. I love to talk real estate with you, help out any way I can. If you're looking in the market here, you need someone to help and show you around, give you some insights, reach out, get a hold of me. Love to talk to you in that one, and stay tuned. I will see you next month for the October market recap. We'll talk to you soon.